Most of us aren't as productive as we would like for two reasons. We have bad habits that interfere with our workplace productivity, and we're reactive rather than proactive, putting out fires instead of making progress toward our goals. The solution is simple, though not always easy. We can replace our bad habits and reactive patterns with good habits that will make us proactive and take charge of our own workdays. Follow these tips on how to increase productivity and become your best, most productive self at work. Hi, welcome to the Improvement Today channel, where you will find long-term useful advice on health, money, habits, relationship, psychology, and so much more. If you like what you see in the video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so that together we can live a better and a more fulfilling life. Now let's dive into the 10 tips to increase productivity at work. Number 1. Do your heavy lifting when you're at your best. Productivity expert Tony Wong advises, use your morning to focus on yourself. Start your day out right by ignoring your emails in the morning and getting in a good breakfast, reading the news, meditating, or working out. This will ensure you've got the necessary fuel for a productive day. The point is, do your most demanding tasks in your personal peak productivity time, whenever that is. Number 2. Stop multitasking. It's a productivity killer. Research shows that productivity can be reduced by as much as 40% by the mental blocks created when people switch tasks. Even more startling, in a University of London study, IQ dropped 15 points for some multitasking men. So stop trying to do everything at once. Instead, dramatically increase productivity by giving your full attention to one task at a time. When your eyes and hands start drifting towards something else, think about how important it is to keep all your little gray cells. Number 3. Prepare a to-do list each night. To-do lists are invaluable productivity aids. They get you organized, provide you with focus, and reward you with feelings of satisfaction when you're able to check off things that you've accomplished. Making or updating a to-do list each night means that you won't waste time at the start of the workday looking for your task. You might even try talking through your list with someone. Number 4. Cut down your to-do list. How many items are on your typical to-do list? 8? 28? However many, you'll feel good when you finish each of them and cross them off. But you'll never join the ranks of the productivity superstars unless you cross off some of them before you even bother to do them, because higher productivity demands focus. Getting focused means narrowing your options. So each night when you're reviewing your to-do list, ask yourself 2 questions. 1. What are the important tasks on this list? 2. How many of these important tasks can I realistically accomplish or make significant progress on tomorrow? Number 5. Delegate properly. Delegation is to productivity as a nail gun is to driving nails. Once you've started using it, you'll be amazed at just how much faster and easier your job is. If you do it right, that is. For many managers and business people, delegating is like a polar bear swim. They plunge in enthusiastically but jump out just as fast. When you delegate properly, you have more time to spend on your own work. The key is to assign the right task to the right person, a person you know has the skills to do the job and that you can trust to get it done, and then leave them to it. It takes some getting used to, but you'll be surprised how productive you can be when you really let go. Number 6. Eliminate distractions. To be productive, you need to shut down their noise and shoot them away. Turn off your email and phone notifications if you need full concentration. Are you a Facebook or Twitter addict? Use social media as a carrot. Allow yourself X number of minutes browsing after you accomplish a major task. Then shut it off and get back to work. Number 7. Plan phone calls. Wouldn't it be nice to have your own personal secretary so you could say, "Hold my calls," while you were working on something? Well, guess what? You can manage your phone calls yourself and the payoff will be huge gains in productivity. First, unless you are expecting a critical call, turn off your phone when you're about to work on a project that needs your full attention. Then, set aside a structured time to make all your outgoing calls so you spend less time trying to reach people and more time in productive conversations. If you're working on something that doesn't need your full attention, feel free to leave your phone on and answer calls. It saves you from having a batch of phone calls to return at some point during your day. But know when the phone will be a distraction, and get it out of the way. Number 8. Break up work periods with exercise. Studies have shown that physical activity enhances brain function. And while you might assume, rightly, that enhanced brain power will give you improved concentration, more creativity, and faster learning, you might not realize that exercise increases your brain's affective skills, too, meaning that you'll find it easier to get along with others. If you want the most bang for the buck, exercise during work hours. A Leeds Metropolitan University study found that 65% of workers who used their company gym at lunchtime were more productive and had better personal interactions with their colleagues than those who didn't use the gym at lunch. Number 9. Be optimistic. Happy people are more productive. In a Maastricht University study of optimism and performance in call centers, results showed that optimists in the tested group made more sales and achieved more bonuses. More specifically, it was only dispositional optimists who showed greater success. The study authors defined dispositional optimism as generally expecting good outcomes over bad ones in life. If you're not a naturally optimistic person, this is the disposition you want to cultivate, and the good news is that you can. In his studies, happiness researcher and author Sean Atcher asked tax managers at KMPG to perform one of 5 activities a day for 3 weeks. He found that the experimental group with highest scores in optimism and life satisfaction, both right after the experiment concluded and 4 months later, was the one tasked with engaging positively with people in their social support network. Number 10. Get enough sleep. We all know that sleep deprivation has negative effects on our performance. Lack of sleep decreases our concentration, working memory, mathematical capacity, and logical reasoning. And because the prefrontal cortex is particularly vulnerable to a lack of sleep, tasks that require logical reasoning or complex thought will be the most impaired. Surprisingly, it only takes one night of sleep deprivation to create big deficits in our abilities. So how much sleep do you need? 7 to 9 hours a night if you're an adult age 26 to 64, according to the National Sleep Foundation. If you're not getting that much, then taking a nap during the day could be beneficial to your productivity.